Stick
Hey.
Okay. Technically, it's still playing, but I'm gonna just hit stop now.
Happy Friday.
Happy. Is it Friday?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Friday.
Happy Friday.
Oh, hell.
Ha! Good cat. Good.
I just cut my lip.
Was it a cat? The cat did it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
kitten. You little
Yeah.
shithead.
Yeah.
How dare you? Get off my desk.
I got a Superman curl going on here.
Don't encourage her. Trying to lock my card and I can't get my card. It did the same shit. Yeah, we've got the big solar flare that's hitting today. It's a G2 out of a ranking of G up to G5. It's like,
Are you worried it's going to affect your pacemaker?
no, I'm not. Not that. Happy spring. Today is Ostara, the spring equinox.
Okay.
Equal day and equal night. Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I sleep through part of that when I can.
It happened this morning.
I never pulled out the calibers and measured.
Stop that. You're just making a mess.
Ugh.
She's flipping a melting popsicle all over the place. Okay. Yeah.
Why
Anyway,
why is there a melting pop? Do you know how you get ants, Raven?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I put it in my purse thinking I could eat it really quickly on the way up the street here when I had to run an errand before the show. I'm sweating so bad I can't stand it. It's running in my eyes. Excuse me.
Happy spring. Yes, we're in a happy spring. I'm sorry. I'm in the laughing at Raven getting hurt moment of the show.
Ow. It's bleeding.
Oh.
Little shit. These cats are just...
I warned you. I said, no cats, Raven. Maximum 1. Maybe if you're a little psychotic, 2.
Well, I'm beyond that.
Raven's got like 70.
No, thank God, not that many. Oh, I tell
80.
you. Well, I've got 3 kittens now.
Yeah.
One of the strays that found us here in the fall she's a kitten still.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I didn't even know she was pregnant. There's a
So,
car in the garage.
if it weren't for the cats, Raven would be a millionaire. So then she can get on her
Not
way.
hardly. Not hardly, but I would be probably driving a newer vehicle or yeah, having a nice wardrobe and probably a nicer house. Yeah, but
Mm.
anyway, I love cats. In fact, there's one. At, I felt so bad at McDonald's, and he's living in the drain. The parking lot kind of like angles down into this corner, and he's living down in that drain. I had just come out of Walmart and was going to get in the drive-through, and I saw him, and he looked just like one of the cats that I had that I lost. Black cat with a little white diamond here, and so I had just bought cat food, and so I jumped out and tried to lure him. I was so afraid of him getting hit because it's a real busy intersection, and there's like 4 lanes of highway just right over here, and oh, I was trying. I couldn't, but left. At least he got a meal out of it, and I went back later to see if he was still there, and he wasn't. So, and he wasn't hit on the road, so I was feeling relieved about that, but still, I can't stand it. It breaks my heart to see animals like
You,
that and living in parking lots because it's just a matter of time. And there are people that are cruel and mean and try to run over cats, and that just burns me up. Ugh.
you've got to become one of these people, Raven.
Become what?
One of these cold-hearted, mean people that tries to run over cats.
I can't. I really can't. I've
There are
tried.
exercises you can do for that.
Oh, really? Like what, for example?
First, you practice with darts and a pitcher, and then you just put an actual cat up on the dartboard.
No, 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 no. Don't even go any further. No, I don't want to go. No, can't do that. I love animals, always have. Can't. That's something that just can never change with me. So I don't know where my
uh,
glasses are, but
this
what
is
happened to the
RPG
old Justin Thor channel?
channel.
Yeah.
Uh, we focus more on writing now. We shit talk for about
Two
40
glasses.
minutes, and then we do what's called a writing sprint. And then,
Okay. I don't really have
no, Bear and I had a falling out. Uh, he didn't like that I had a sense of humor, and had no problem with edgy jokes. Well, being a hypocrite about it.
I don't. Do I know this
Mm,
person? No, RPG Gendex. I don't know what
no,
it say. Not if I
someone from
remember.
the RPG community.
Yeah.
Um, so where were
Yeah.
we talking about? You being more mean to cats because it's healthy for you. Uh,
Did you get any writing done this week?
um, I got a little bit of writing done. You probably not.
Well, not towards my story. I did get a lot of writing done for my show that I didn't get to give. Burnt me up.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
yeah.
you could always use it this week.
Well, not exactly. It was
Uh,
all about the spring equinox, and now the spring equinox was today, and it's going to be old news. So,
mm,
but anyway, I've got to learn how
yeah.
to do the self producing. I think I'm going to try to get a hold of Mo. Mo. I will.
Mo
I'll do that.
Sislak.
And yeah, because Mo
Because
does YouTube and radio, and he does it all by himself. So I need
yeah.
to talk to him and do that. That way, I
Did
don't
he
work all
steal
day
a
on
drink
stuff.
from Homer? Did he steal
Mm.
a drink from Homer?
Are you talking to me,
Yeah, you said Mo, and I said Mo
Mo? Yeah.
Sislak. He owns a
I don't know.
tavern.
Okay.
Homer likes
I
to
don't.
drink there.
Oh, The Simpsons. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm with you.
Someone hasn't been part of the culture in 35 years.
That's right. Okay. Well, Renee knows who I'm talking about. Uh,
Yes.
Mo. Yeah. So I'll ask Mo what's going on with that. So no, I didn't get
Yeah.
any writing done like that, and I did try to resurrect my computer that got rained on, my old one, the one before
What's that
this one, and
tapping?
I thought it had a light come on, so it gave me some hope, but it's trashed. So I was going to switch. I'm just going to get a desktop.
Yeah.
They have some refurbished ones, and that way I won't have this uh, lag. This lag problem is just getting to be really a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Um.
let's
Yeah.
ask let's ask them if they would be interested in the X Files.
The X Files. Yeah. We Rafe and I did a show on her show a while back where we talked about episode 1 of the X Files, and we were thinking about starting up a new channel specifically. Our we were talking about the three options about that, either doing it here on my channel, on her channel, or on its own channel. I would recommend its own channel for algorithmic reasons, but just doing like a weekly or bi-weekly, maybe an hour, just 45 minutes
Yeah,
ish.
might be
um,
hour and a half, I don't know, but not too
yeah,
long.
where we
Um,
talk about an episode a
we
week
started
or bi-weekly.
episode 1 and go through the whole X Files, and then
Yeah,
the the topic of the X Files, the paranormal uh, phenomenon that's
yeah,
happening in the show, we discuss and
yeah,
argue about that, and I get to uh, say why it's plausible or a real thing, and then Justin gets to tell me why I'm insane for thinking that, and yeah, we go back and forth.
there are a lot of YouTube shows about the X Files where they talk about like the trivia of the episode or what was going on, but I don't think there are any that actually talk about the spook angle.
Actual
Uh,
phenomenon.
yeah,
Like the first one would be alien abduction,
yeah,
obviously.
um, alien abduction, and I think cult cover up. The second one is about UFOs and military, like military observances of UFOs and pilots going missing and whatnot.
Right.
Um,
And that's when we talk about Project Blue Book.
Blue- yeah, yeah.
Or, is that what it is? Yeah.
I think it's Blue
No,
Book.
Blue Book. Yeah. And there's a couple other ones that are UFO related. Um,
Yeah. Well,
there's
that's the main conspiracy is in the X Files. The main conspiracy is that there was alien contact and there is an alien uh,
presence, more or less.
invasion going on in the background. Um, because one of the secret organizations is like terraforming Earth. That's the whole Black
Yeah.
Goo thing.
And
Uh,
the chemtrails.
yeah, and the chemtrails. Raven's trying to get me like chemtrails are just it's condensation.
No, it
Uh,
isn't. I'm
yeah,
telling you, it
it's
is
condensation.
not.
There might be particulates from the fuel that's
No, no,
causing
no. These
the
things are
moisture.
loaded. They've got video footage. If you would have
Ah,
watched the whole
Raven,
damn
Raven,
video,
Raven,
you would
Raven,
have seen it. And the
Raven, Raven,
chemical
Raven, Raven,
analysis
Raven,
thereof
Raven, Raven,
is
Raven, Raven, Raven,
majority
Raven.
of it is
I've
aluminum,
known
barium, and
I've
strontium.
known about this stuff since the '90s. Okay.
No, you don't know everything because you didn't even watch the video. He
Yeah, yeah,
even
Raven's more crankish than normal. Okay, ignore her, everybody.
the
I'm
video
gonna I'm gonna find someone
that
famous
I
saying
would.
something like that, and I'm gonna get the board up and running. There's gonna be a button. You're gonna have sound clips. So I'll figure that shit out. I will. I will. I will.
You better. I sure as hell can't. We all know that. technology. Not anyway.
I
So
I I think if you actually did the research and learned how to do the open broadcasting
I'm going
OBS
to.
and
I've got yeah. This
yeah.
is crap.
I don't think you need it. I don't think you need a course, Raven. You can just go on YouTube and learn that stuff.
Okay,
Ask ChatGPT for what to look up, and it will tell you.
that's true. I'm not used to thinking about
Yeah,
contacting Chat
yeah.
GPT.
This is the business world in the modern age. No question is too stupid, but if you're too stupid to ask, to not ask Google first, you're too stupid to work here.
Okay, Roger
Yeah,
that. Cheers. So okay.
yeah. Okay, so now that I've lost my train of thought, yeah, there's a plugin or a program. I have it downloaded and can't remember what it's called. I'm gonna quickly see if I can find it. Is it this folder? No, is this folder? Um, it was made by a YouTuber. No, that's Akira.
So
Um,
Renee, did you get any writing done this week?
yeah. Thanks for engaging the audience. Because I forgot what tab the show is on. the This program, I have it downloaded. I don't remember what it's called, but it allows you to use a second keyboard as a soundboard. So
Oh,
you store audio files and you assign them to different keys. And when you
okay.
press that key, it plays the audio file.
Oh,
Yeah.
that then like intro music, outro music.
Fart noises,
I don't think I'll be using that. I don't think I need that. But
whatever you put in there, right?
okay,
And it just plays it. But I gotta figure out how to set it up properly.
okay,
Um, yeah,
okay.
there was a more complicated version before, but um, yeah. So I'm gonna dig out. I have tons of freaking old keyboards.
Mhm.
Um,
So RPG Gen XL. I love that name. Very creative.
yeah, it's a
I'm a
role
Gen
playing
Xer too.
game. Yeah.
Um, would you be interested in doing some writing? Do you like writing? Do you write at all? This is kind of our thing here. So
Yeah.
if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you.
Yes. Yes. We talk about it.
We actually
Um, I,
do.
I'm
Yeah.
currently bouncing between like four different stories. Uh, Four. I've got my Space Guy one. I've got that
Cats.
cat one.
I like the cat one. I wish
I
it
have a
would fit.
normal I have a normal sword and sorcery one. Yeah, of course you like the cat one. You got some freaking cat fetish or something.
No, I just think it's a
You.
well, right very well.
I think
Justin's a very good writer.
I think the day you learn to eat cat meat, you'll have a much better life.
That's never gonna happen. So just stop it. It's never gonna happen.
Cat kebab, cat steak, cat fondue. I don't freaking know. Uh, I have too many.
Let me see what he says. I
Uh,
gotta get my glasses on to read this here.
oh
Okay.
my god.
He responds with I have too many campaigns on the go at the moment. Maybe in the fall I'll have some free time.
Yeah.
Well,
Um. Yeah. Well, usually what we do is maybe where's the time? They move the clock here. In maybe about 10 minutes, we will break here on this, and I will put up some lo-fi music and mute Raven and we'll both just write for 20 minutes,
yeah.
and then we'll
That's
come
kind of
back
why we
after
do this
that.
because I'm the same way. I got so much going on and
Yeah,
so much work to do around here. But this then forces me to make the time to then have some time to write. So
yeah, and then
and
Yeah.
My story is just kind of all over the place because I'll sew it together later on, but wherever whatever comes in, I'm just writing chapters, not necessarily in order.
Well,
And
scenes
then
mostly.
yeah, scenes, yeah,
And then yeah, because like after you like this is a technique of writing that Raven's doing. You just like have an idea, you put it down on paper,
yeah,
so
and I go with it.
it's in the real world, right?
It's not in any kind of order yet.
Yeah,
But
and then you put them up on a board or whatever. A lot of people will summarize a scene on a like a post-it note and put them on a board. This is a technique, or you could do it digitally if you want, or just on a piece of paper, and then just move them around until they make coherent sense, and then oh well, I need to cut a little bit of this, or I need to add a little bit of that in there. Uh, and then
yeah,
you know you can begin your first editing pass after that.
right.
Uh,
So the invitation is there if you want.
yeah. Um, we used to yell out our got words, but we've been too lazy to do that last few months. Last month.
Call it a words. What?
Got word like
Hmm?
I stumbled over that sentence. The word count you got.
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah. You'd be amazed how much you can get done in 20 minutes. It's really I didn't think
yeah,
I, you know, like 2 pages, 250 words thereabouts,
yeah.
something like that. Let me see here. Okay.
I have
Um,
2.5
That
scenes.
scenes done so far, Renee says, but 6 scenes outlined. Oh, very good.
Yeah, good,
Very good.
good, 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 good.
Okay. Good.
Yeah,
Good. Awesome.
yeah. Uh, so what is that?
And what's your story about? If you want to share, you don't have to. Just
Renee,
curious. Yeah.
I gotta find. No, don't close the chat.
Hmm?
I almost closed the restream thing by accident.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that. It'd be disastrous.
Yes.
Yes. I have to go get some more ice water here when we break to write. I
Um.
get. I can't. I waited too long to stop and take a break. I was trying to hurry so fast, and I just cannot get. I cannot get hydrated here.
Yeah. No. The show is at 5 o'clock your time, right? 6 mine.
Yeah.
So you should be. I don't know. I start getting ready an hour ahead.
Usually I do too, but
Yeah.
I don't wear a watch. I can't wear a watch. And I was outside. I was just trying to gauge by the sun about what time it was, and trying to hurry and get as much done as possible. I was like, oh crap, and I had to run an errand, so I didn't have time to fix my hair.
You gotta find the timer on your phone
Mm.
and set the alarm.
I wouldn't hear it anyway because I'm running a leaf blower, and I wouldn't hear the alarm anyway.
Put it on
Um,
vibrate.
okay, so Renee says her story is about a. Okay, I can't. I gotta put my
Bigfoot,
glasses on.
a better ranger and a Bigfoot. Yeah, she told us before.
Oh
Uh,
yes, yes, yes.
the
That's true.
ranger
Okay,
and the Bigfoot.
yes.
Yeah.
I got Bigfoot.
I keep trying to convince her. Like I keep trying to say, um, there's this category on this category on Amazon. Uh,
They have this is so cool on Timu. Oh, I got to tell you about something about Timu. It's really funny.
yeah.
On Timu, they have some wind chimes that are like this cutout of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
There's this category on Amazon. I haven't found it yet, so here's Amazon. Look at the shit I look up. I look up all kinds of weird shit. I don't know why they're trying to sell me some chick's exercise platform, but I don't give a shit nothing about that. I never looked that crap up.
I'm gonna show you what
So
they
we're
have
going to
here.
books here, and we're gonna go. We're gonna go down to LGBTQ2 plus.
Yeah, this I got taken. I got really taken by Timu. You just never know. It's really a gamble, and pretty
Bigfoot.
much no.
No,
Here. Oh wait.
Yeah, so we're on the double Bigfoot trouble paranormal romance, right? Hey, this one's free if you've got Kindle Unlimited. The Bigfoots matter. A gay monster romance.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, Renee, that if you put a little bit of spice in there, it will sell. Like this paperback right here is going for 18.24 a copy. So it's probably not a long book.
You
Okay.
trying to corrupt her. Stop trying to corrupt Renee. Degenerate. So
whoa. I resemble that remark.
you do. You do. So with Timu, here's a perfect example of what can go wrong. Okay. I thought I was buying this. This is a date book. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what they sent me was a tin picture of the front cover of the date book.
Oh.
This was Amazon. This is Timu. Who in the hell would want a picture of the front of a date book?
I don't know, but
which is date book 2026. Now, who the hell would want that for a piece of art to hang on the wall? I mean, is that not stupid? But this is Timu. This is how they get you. You have to be very careful in reading the description of things. Yeah, because this is what I thought I was getting. Yeah, and this is what I received.
Now, I'm telling you this: if you're not worried about the spiral binding, right? Because you can't. The print on demand on Amazon only does normal binding. That's the glue, right? But if you take the time to learn how to make those in Canva, because you can design those date books, you know how much you spent on that. You can't sell as much for the normal binding instead of the spiral bound.
Right.
Just spiral bound's a little premium, right? But you can make a killing making those, from what I hear. And you can make those yourself, and you just upload the file, and they print it and send it to the customer, and all that shit's dealt with. You just design it once and update it every year, right?
Okay.
That's a whole business you can get into.
Uh-huh.
If you've got any sense of design or whatever, and like you can be paranormal weird about it. You can make a date book that's all about Bigfoot things that happen out through the year. Or all about like the Lugaroo or whatever. I don't freaking know.
Dogman. Right.
Yeah. All the same shit. It's Dog Boy. Get it right.
Okay. Whatever you say. Okay.
He's a youthful gentleman that has some fear of aging or whatever. I don't
know. Okay. All right. Let's see where I left off. Let's see here. Okay. Okay.
I gotta open up the clock. What the hell is the clock thing? Should be at the end of this list always.
This is not it. Okay. Here we go. Here. Excuse me.
Set for 20 minutes.
Okay.
All
right. I know I've got it here. What is here? Okay.
I gotta find the lo-fi music.
All right. And
let's get
yeah.
Okay, so what are you up to there, Raven? Looking for your notes?
Yeah, I'm just looking for where I left off last week here. This one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You should You should invest in a
Now, I
yellow
did.
legal pad or whatever.
Well, I did. I got here. See, I just bought this right here, and it's got a
Oh,
nice hardback lined paper here. And yes, and my previous ones are in this top drawer here that I've got this the computer sitting on. So yes,
and you know,
I am now.
you're really going to need to get them computerized, though.
Yeah, I know.
You
Yeah.
should clear out a day and do that.
Okay. See, that's this one
Uh,
here. Okay. All right. Ready whenever you are.
okay, I am going to close this for a second, mute you and myself, and we will set that up.
Okay. Right?
Mhm.
Am I unmuted?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I need some help with names or something. So I have I'm writing about the coffee shop, and this is the little old he owned by it's coffee shop and apothecary, and it's run
Okay.
and owned by this little older Oriental man. And so I need help coming up with a good name for that and a name for the coffee shop. The coffee shop needs to have like something something and apothecary.
Okay.
Clever.
Um.
I was thinking of like tarot cards, cups, and I was like
s-
two of
so first of all, narrow down the type of Asian. So Orient, like we're used to.
Japanese, Chinese.
Okay, so we're used to Orient being East Asia because of um, a mistranslation that led to a book being written in like the 17 or 1800s, and that spread. But technically, the Orient is the Middle East, or the
Oh,
space between the Middle East and East Asia.
oh,
Um,
okay.
so you got to
Well,
be accurate about that.
Chinese or Japanese, one of the two is what I'm.
Okay,
I
okay.
keep thinking of like Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid, but I,
So
Mr.
that would be Japanese. And it would be super funny if it was just Mr. Miyagi. Like you wrote that character.
That's what I'm
You
kind of.
obviously changed the name. And maybe there's like the passing joke of why he's always hanging out with some teenage boy.
No,
You can pretend that like that story's happening in the background. Nobody knows. Nobody knows why he's hanging out with. Oh, I'm so wrong.
Fu
Oh,
Man, Fu Man Epstein, Dr. Fu Man. Something.
Fu Man Epstein. But yeah, I know
Epstein.
you
Uh,
just so some Japanese male names that could
so
be
I need, yeah,
used.
for everybody just calls him, I don't know, like, I was thinking of Lee, and that's just too
Too
blase.
generic. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you could do that, and then like in book 6, he's like, "You know, my name is not Lee, right?"
Let's see.
Wait,
Mr.
what?
Khan, well, like Kahn.
Yeah,
Kublai Khan. Khan. Uh, let
yeah.
me see.
Now,
Let's.
I would double check to make sure you've got the right culture.
Um,
Uh,
because he could be Mongolian, you know.
it could be Mongolian, yeah.
Yeah. Or
And this would give you an excuse to look into like obscure Mongolian herbalism
yeah, that's true. That's true.
and
Do the
other ritual magics.
do the Japanese have the same kind of like
I have no freaking idea.
apothecaries as the Chinese do? I wonder. Um, hmm.
They are into powdering stuff as well. I'm pretty sure. Um,
Yeah. Well, they go to a place, and I was reading I had a while back a story that I was reading, and there was an apothecary, and this is true life, not a fictional story, but they knew of a place where
yeah.
there were dinosaur bones up on a hill, and they would take those dinosaur bones and bring them down and grind them up, and they sold them as an aphrodisiac
Yes.
until some of the uh, paleontologists learned of that, and then they were like, "Oh, don't destroy the bones. We need to preserve these and put these in a museum." And there's a big hula ha over that. But
Yeah,
yeah, so um,
because
and
everything can be sold as an aphrodisiac.
yeah, really, it's true. Anything can be. It's different strokes for
No,
different
no, no,
folks.
no, not anything. Everything. There's a clarification. It's not anything. Everything can be sold as an aphrodisiac.
I knew.
Making it
Oh,
very clear that with
yeah,
the
you're
right
probably right.
marketing,
You're probably right.
the right marketing, dry dog dung. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure somebody has sold dried dog scat
Probably.
as an aphrodisiac.
I can't even. Anyway,
And this
so I
is
need
why
help.
I say, Renee, your ranger character, your park ranger, and Bigfoot getting busy will sell.
I'm
You just
sorry,
gotta put
Renee.
3 or 4 scenes in there of Bigfoot's big ass dingle dongle making what was the park ranger from Yogi Berra called? I'm gonna look that up.
Oh my god. What the hell?
The park ranger from Yogi Bear.
I don't remember.
Uh, John
I don't remember him having any.
Smith. Smith. Wait,
John. Okay.
John Francis Smith.
Okay.
Um, Ranger Smith getting your Bigfoot's picnic basket in his rear basket uh, will make you rich.
Hey, boo boo. I got a picnic basket.
For Ranger Smith. It's right here.
Hey, boo boo.
When was the name of
Oh god. Those cartoons are
it
awesome.
like that?
The crap they've got now for cartoons is just stupid. They're just
Oh yeah,
dumb,
yeah, yeah.
weird.
They are literally.
Teletubbies, remember Teletubbies?
Oh, that was
I
just
mean, I didn't
wrong.
watch cartoons. That was so freaky. That was just freaky, weird
That was morally
weirdness.
degenerate.
And then there was what's the purple dinosaur? Uh,
Barney. That was all when I was a kid.
Barney, that was retarded.
Oh,
And there was what was the other one?
I have
Uh,
this website
Friends
saved,
kids were
but I
into it.
can't remember where it is. Give me a minute. Oh,
Barney. Oh, the Teletubbies. I couldn't stand that. I had to leave the room. I'd go have cocktails with a friend of mine. Just lived a block away, and she had 3 little ones, and I couldn't even stand to be in the room when the Teletubbies would come on TV. Oh my god, it was so retarded. They were into Power Rangers too. Power Rangers not too
go
bad.
go
Teenage
Power
Mutant Ninja
Rangers.
Turtles were okay,
Yes, that was my
but
jam.
there was
Random name generator.
oh, I know what it was. I can't stand that SpongeBob SquarePants. That is just so dumb. Oh,
Yeah, I was watching a video, like a YouTube video essay, right? That's what they call that stuff now. Um, the woman was going on about, like, because there's this thing where if you give kids content that is beneath them, it will infantilize their thinking processes. It'll make them
hmm,
stupider.
hmm.
And a lot of like the newer stuff, newer TV shows, like the post '90s kid shows, increase that. There was a study that correlated, probably not causation, but correlated autism with the amount of time you watched SpongeBob SquarePants.
Ugh, really? I'm not surprised. It was just
Yeah.
retarded. So retarded. The Looney Tunes were awesome. still are awesome. Sometimes you can catch them on,
Uh,
not very
I don't know.
often. Okay, here we go. What do we got here? Okay, let me see here. Okay.
Oh
Oops.
shit.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah,
Sorry.
there's
I'll
the
bring that
chat.
back. Bring that back. I accidentally shut that off.
Okay, here we go. Uh,
There's this stupid overlay thing for the settings, and it wasn't going away.
what was the name of the website that had the name search?
Yeah,
I
yeah. And
ch-
I just posted it above that.
oh, okay. There was one before that. Let me see here. Our that was from Gen Exile, I think. Didn't he
Uh,
have a post
gonna.
that I saw? I can't seem to scroll the chat room.
Gonna bounce later. All.
No, that's weird.
Yeah, he
Oh,
just said he was
okay,
leaving.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Okay, so yeah, this is this link here is the name search.
Yeah. I'll re. If you want, I can bring it up. Uh.
How come the link's not working for me?
Because you're clicking
Oh,
on the image, you have to go into the chat. Don't worry, I'll send it to you
okay, okay.
momentarily.
All right, that's fine.
But I was going to.
Let's see. Chan is another one, like Mr. Chan, but that's kind of
Okay,
common too. Um,
so do you? Is it?
he
I'm
needs
I'm on
to
the
have
page.
he needs to have a unique name because he's kind of a wizard in his own right. You know, he's an herbalist and he's runs an apothecary and a coffee shop, and all of the
Okay,
coffee drinks and so forth are very special. And he can whip up some stuff, medicinally and add it to your tea or coffee. He's also very good with poisons, but he doesn't advertise that. He
okay.
can
So
create.
Japanese,
I need him to be a wizardy Japanese guy name.
Korean, Chinese, Italian.
I think Japanese would be good.
Okay,
I like Japanese better than I do Chinese.
okay, and not Korean. Okay, so uh, male, masculine.
Well, yes.
Five. Um,
Um,
Surname, first name, random.
Either one, whatever one you be called.
Generate a life story. You can chuck that if you want. Avoid rare dominants. Avoid diminutives. Avoid diminutives.
I don't know what that means.
Like, I'll just avoid it. Generate.
How do you say that? Shohei?
Seiji Shohei. Probably too hard for a Western audience.
Yeah.
Um,
Fumihito? Hmm. Okay.
Yuto Fumito.
Toshikawa.
Tashiaki Goro. Mr. Goro.
No, that's too. I think people probably think he's Mexican.
Garo. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Hiroshi Masato. Oh, that's kind of cool. Mr. Hiroshi.
Yeah. the backstory this made up for him says he's 8 though. You don't have to go with that, but it's just like
Somebody's
a
done.
random perk that it has.
Okay, let me write that one down here. Hold on.
Okay.
Separate.
Wait. Do you want the history of the name?
No, I don't really care about that.
It could be informative.
Oh well, maybe. Okay, then here's Okay. That okay, was it Hiroshi? Right? Like Mr. Hiroshi. I kinda like that one. Okay. Hiro. Yes. Shi Hiroshi. Okay, Masato. I kinda like that. Okay. All right, what's the next one?
Oh, the next one,
Hifumi.
what?
Hifumi
What?
Rokuro. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Man, it doesn't do anything for me. Okay.
That's the five that it generated. Go back to
Oh.
the thing and re.
Well, Hiroshi, that was kind of like Hiroshima. So maybe I
Yeah.
don't want that one.
No, because it has different meaning.
Saburo.
Yeah, I can't go back to that other list. By the way, I've
Okay.
erased it.
Okay. Kosuki. Subasa.
Kasuke Baswasa.
Right.
I have no idea.
Ryota Takuya.
Ryoto.
Ryota.
The A is probably silent. Ryoto.
Hiroto. Hiroto.
Shiro Hiroto.
Hello, Moto. Hirosho. Okay. Okay.
Katsuto. Shiro.
Katsuchu.
Yeah. Katsuto.
Katsui. I guess that's how you say that, right? Katsu. Katsui. Hitu. Katsui.
Katsui Hito. Hito.
S-
Hito.
uh, is UH.
Hito.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can always watch this part of the video back later if you want, or
Yeah.
just go on this website yourself.
Well, it's just called
Uh,
behindthename.com,
uh,
right?
yeah, behindthename.com
Okay.
/random. I will send it to you on Discord.
Okay. Thank you. That's a good resource. Thank you. That's a really
Yes,
good resource. All right. Have you ever typed in your own name to see what it says
a few times.
for fun? Yeah.
Let's see. Uh,
Good
Hey,
idea, Renee. Thank you.
look, it's French and Slavic, but English. It's English.
Yes, it is.
Uh,
What does it say it
from the
mean?
Latin hmm,
Okay, let me make
Iastinus,
it bigger here.
Eustace.
Okay, getting this bigger here. Okay, whoops. There we go. Okay, from the Latin name
I was beheaded in Rome.
Lus- Lustinus.
Yeah,
Lustinus. So that's
Lustinus.
got to be a J.
No,
Jus-
it's an L.
Justinus. Is it an L?
Lustinius.
No, no, no. Okay,
Lustus. Lustus.
Lustinus. Lustinus would be Roman.
Iastinus. It's an I. Sorry,
Lu.
Iastinus. Iastinus.
Lustinus, which was derived from justice. This was the name of several early saints, including Justin Martyr, a Christian philosopher of the second century who was beheaded in Rome. It's also borne by two Byzantine emperors. As an English name, it has occasionally been used since the late Middle Ages, though it did not become common in the second half
Sorry.
of the 20th century. Famous modern bearers include pop stars Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber. And Justin Thor.
10.
So, okay,
My last name.
let's see here. English and French. Okay.
And my last name is American English, British English. Yeah,
Okay. So, from a surname that was derived
Thorny
from
Town.
the place name meaning Thorntown in Old
Yeah,
English.
yes.
Thorn in my side. You're
Yes,
a
you
thorn in my
are.
side. Yes, you are.
Uh,
Well, that actually that really is compliment. I mean, it complements the
I am a saintly thorn in your side.
your saintly thorn. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's funny. The glyph for Thor, the rune, which has straight line and then a little angle representing like the thorn that comes out of the stem of a bush or flower.
But yeah,
So it fits that, and it also. What was I going to say? I just lost it. Uh,
Batman, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. That was it. No,
Why is it so dark in here?
I
What
don't
is
know.
this?
I can't. Oh gosh, I had something. Fun. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Ugh, getting old as hell.
Yes, my batteries are dead.
Um,
I'm gonna do the old try reversing them trick.
uh, hmm.
No.
Okay. No. Okay. So I need a name for the coffee shop and apothecary. So this is a place. This is an establishment that's. I picture it as the
Now,
front of it just is kind of like glass with a little like planter out front, and it's got like a an awning, and it's an older building. It's not modern at all. It's like in the older part of town, uh, like where the uh, buildings like from like the turn of the century, in the late 1800s, early 1900s, uh, are and they're side by side, and they're done in city blocks, and they're like 2 or 3 stories tall, right? And it's got all windows with tables. You walk into this great big huge old fashioned bar. It was once, I guess, maybe a tavern or something. And behind that is there's a great big huge mirror, but then there are on both sides of that like bookshelves that are full of these really neat ornate wood um, containers where different herbs and different things are stored. And then he's got like taps of the phosphor, what they make like sodas out of, to pull maybe Coca
yeah,
Cola or whatever, but the old
beer
bar
taps.
like things, and the thing like a Starbucks has, with stuff,
Yeah,
and then kind of like how they have like those glass things, and they've got different like little food and sandwiches and stuff. On
yeah,
either
yeah.
side, same thing, with all kinds of neat organic, um, magical little
It,
cakes and
it's a hipster. It's a hipster place that happens to also sell other stuff.
yeah, yeah, right. You know, and it's just him and let's see, should he have an assistant? Maybe he should have an assistant.
A full
Or
staff.
uh,
A
he's
full. A
not
full.
he is not married, and he doesn't have any family or any children. He's kind of a loner, and he's ancient. He's balding, and he has a Fu Manchu white, beard,
So
and
he's a full racial stereotype.
he's a full wizard, Oriental wizard.
He's a full racial stereotype.
Yeah, he's
Okay. So
wizard.
so so in the Dresden Files, this character's name is Mac, and it's a bar, and it's the bar is a secret meeting place in Chicago, and in Sandman Slim, this guy is a Mexican and it's a restaurant, and everyone from the magical community gathers around, and I can't remember his name, but he's gay. We don't find that out until the last book in the series, but he's gay.
Well, that,
And like I'm just saying, like this is a trope character in all of these types of like urban fantasy books, so you need them. Um,
okay.
but yeah, it, going with like a coffee shop is a little different because it's always a bar, so you might want to go make it a coffee shop that also serves alcohol.
Yes, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, because
Yeah, because
technically Starbucks does serve alcohol. Uh, some locations do, but yeah,
yeah, he can have a yeah. And since it was an old bar, yeah, the taps are still there. Yeah, let's have that be a coffee shop and bar. Yeah.
so
And it doesn't
so
open until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Yes, how about that? Yes.
or it could be like one of those
Um,
places that's like
this is Gabriel.
open 24/7, even
Hello.
though it shouldn't be. Um,
No, no. He can't do that. I think that he'll
it,
have an assistant that comes and helps it though. A little Oriental
yeah,
girl, uh, maybe a niece or something that
or
might live with
Oriental,
him and help him.
yeah.
Hmm, that's an idea. And they could be
Uh,
friends. Celeste and her could be friends, and that's how she even met him and got to there. Because this place is where everybody in the alternative community goes to drink and get refreshed. So everybody in the pagan, Wiccan, and magical uh, communities goes to this place,
yeah.
and and he has an office back room because sometimes people will come in and need a magical elixir for something that's kept on the hush hush down low, even though everybody
Need
knows what's going on. But where
they
he can
need some monk
privately,
root.
yeah,
They need some monk root, so they go and they buy it from the apothecist. Um,
yeah. Um,
he does a side business in selling rare herbs and spices for your barbecues.
that would be neat to have a drawing if I ever do get this published and have some line drawings in it that you could see the menu off to the side on the wall of the interesting
Yeah.
names and stuff.
Well,
That'd be fun.
if
That'd
you
be
do
fun.
a series, if you pump these things out every year or so, which means you need to get on writing more. Um, you could definitely do that after a bunch of the like if you get an audience, but don't worry about that for now. This is the collector's edition. It's when you
So I
sell
might,
your that's for when you sell your rights to Penguin.
just as of today, something I've never thought of or obviously mentioned then was the fact that Celeste is going to have a radio show and she's
Yeah,
doing the
yeah,
radio
because she's just you and your sex fantasies with freaky hair from the History Channel.
No, it's not Giorgio. No, wrong dude. Wrong dude. It's actually another
No,
dude. It's actually another dude.
I'm going to
You.
the
Okay.
store.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to the store with Rachel now. I will be listening on the phone and not using chat. Have a great weekend and see you Monday. Okay, wonderful, Renee. Thank you so
Party on,
much
Renee.
for
Uh,
your on. Tell
yeah,
Rachel we said hello.
yeah. Tell Rachel we said hello. We
Yeah.
miss her.
Have a good weekend. Yeah. Awesome.
Uh,
Cool. Yeah. What?
oh,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
oh.
Now, okay. So one thing that she's going to have this a radio show. So, this is what I wrote. Okay. So the coffee shop was busier than usual for a Wednesday afternoon. For a Wednesday afternoon, Celeste noted as she weaved in and out of the crowd carrying her equipment for her radio show later that night. She had previously broadcast from her home studio, which was actually a guest bedroom that was never used. The owner of the coffee shop, Mr. Blank, had invited her to do the show there a couple of months ago to bring in business and to give Celeste some exposure to gain new listeners. Everyone in the magical pagan and Wiccan community hung out here at the Blank and Apothecary, and it was a nice change doing this show with a live audience to interact with. Much better than talking to the walls and occasionally a cat, not knowing if her content was being well received or missing the mark.
Okay. So
Oh, shit.
do you, what do you think would be on this place's menu besides apothecary goods?
Well, like lattes and mocha frappe, latte, chai tea, uh,
Okay. So what are those
mugwort
places?
tea, or
Okay,
I mean stuff like that.
so
Different teas, lots of different teas that you can't really get or buy anywhere. Something like a mugwort tea, for example, or
yeah.
um, just some different types of herbal stuff. You know,
So
and then
so a
like
tea shop.
apple blossom cakes, and yeah, tea, coffee, and sake. Sake's Japanese, right?
Yeah,
That's really strong liqueur that comes in a little thing.
yeah. Uh,
Maybe just serve liquors that are are native to Japan, so that's even more specialized.
yeah,
Served after 4 o'clock or something like that, from 4 to 10 or whatever, or something
yeah.
like that. Am I getting too detailed with the coffee shop?
I think you need to go more broad than specialized. So
Well, that's it.
if it was like the
Well, look, they're not even interested in selling to every muggle on the street.
yeah,
This is
don't
for the
use that term.
community.
Uh,
You know,
yeah, yeah, but like you're only gonna get the Japanese and Asian file versions of that in that kind of situation. If
they're
it's
not
just
going to
like
have Budweiser on tap at this place. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But they would have like if it was what name did you decide to go with?
I haven't chose yet.
No, no, the character name.
I don't know yet. Oh,
Okay, so
the girl is Celeste.
no, 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 for the
Dude, I
shop.
don't know yet.
Okay,
I
so let's just stick with Lee for the conversation's purpose.
okay.
So let's call it Lee's Brewery and Apothecary, or something like that, or Lee's, just Lee's, just call it Lee's, or whatever. Like there's a noodle place over here that's just called Nakayashi's because the guy that owns it is Nakayashi.
Okay.
And then like obviously people that know the place know what it's for. So just the character's first name. Uh,
Or it could even be like that. Okay. Hiroshi. Okay, hold on. That one I liked. Hiroto's Hiroto's
Apothecary.
apothecary and coffee shop.
Yeah. Or just apothecary.
Yeah.
And then like obviously if you've been there, you know that there's a lunching counter or whatever. You can stop for
Okay.
a
Yeah.
coffee or
Do that
things.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apothecary and coffee
Just
shop.
and
And just yeah, that's it. Okay.
yeah.
This an idea too.
And obviously anyone like you might mention it once in a book that that's the full name of this place, but everyone just refers to it as what the character's name
And the character's
place,
name,
right?
yeah, Mister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, or well, uh,
Even just calling me if I had a name,
uh,
big long name,
Yoshi's,
just calling like the first initial, Mister
yeah.
G's or Mister. Okay. All right, I'll come back to that. I just
Well,
was
yeah,
just doing some
because once the reader knows what you're referring to every time you refer to that location via just what's his name's place.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Luigi. And that's Italian.
yeah.
Luigi.
That would be funny though, right? Like you walk into uh, Yoshi's apothecary, and the guy that owns it is Luigi. He's like, "How you doing?
I like that
You
name,
want some
Yoshi.
lasagna?"
I think you got it. I think that's it. Yoshi. I think you
Yeah,
got it. Oh
Yoshi's.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. Yoshi. Yoshi. Oh, I like that. That has a nice ring to it, Mr. Yoshi,
Yeah,
and that does sound Japanese.
that's because it is
Maybe
Japanese.
Mr. Yoshi. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. That was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Thank you. That's what it's
Yeah,
going to be,
it's
Mr.
also
Yoshi.
the name of a dinosaur
Oh, it is. Oh.
that you ride around after eating a mushroom. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I don't. But
Where have
you're
you been for the last
talking about,
40 years?
talking about mushroom. I'm just laughing.
Super Mario.
Oh, Super Mario. Okay. Yeah.
Yoshi was the name of the dinosaur.
Oh,
Mario.
okay. No, I don't know anything about that. Do you know anything about that?
He's also the guy. It's also an Italian name. He's also the guy that shot that drug executive a couple of months back, last year,
What?
whatever.
He
You
shot.
don't you don't remember that
Say that again. He did what?
insurance company executive that got shot by yeah.
Oh, the guy that hung himself from a tree and had shot
No,
himself in the chest at the
no,
same
no,
time.
no, 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 no.
Oh, that was one of the Clintons' friends.
That got shot.
Well, he shot. It was ruled a suicide, even though he somehow managed to hang himself from a tree and shoot himself in the chest at the same time. He was an acrobat, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, that was ruled. How can anybody in their right mind rule that a suicide? Yeah, but we're talking about the Clintons, so no, we're not talking about the Clintons. I mean, uh,
We're talking specifically about Hillary.
no, no, we're not. We're not talking about Hillary. No, 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 we're not talking about them. No, 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 no.
Oh, Luigi. Sorry. Mario.
Luigi. Yeah, that's right. It's Luigi. That's what we're talking about. Right. Yes. So,
Okay, so uh, Luigi Mangione.
yeah.
So that this Brian Thompson guy was going to a conference. He was in New York, and he was walking over to the building. It was just like he was in one hotel, and it was just like a block away or whatever. So he was walking over there at like 6 a.m., and Luigi runs up behind him and shoots him twice in the back.
Why?
Yeah, because
Why
he
did
was he was a healthcare CEO, and he was famous for nulling contracts or whatever.
Oh, really?
And you know, one second, let me see if I can find
Well, maybe I
the.
don't want that name then.
No, no, you got
At
Yoshi,
Mojo
not
that's
Luigi.
attached
No,
to it.
it's good Mojo. Hey, read the banner.
Okay. Free Luigi. He did nothing wrong. Okay. It's a
The,
Luigi. Bang, bang. Free Luigi. He did nothing wrong. Okay.
it's Luigi, bang bang, free Luigi. He did nothing wrong.
I don't remember this story in the news at all.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
Oh.
We here at the Justin Thornton Network support Luigi Mangione 100%. Uh, he did nothing wrong.
He did
Bang
nothing.
bang.
Bang, bang. Okay. Okay.
We also support Luigi
I have no idea who these
and
people
and
are.
all of his actions.
I guess I'm
It's a Luigi.
guilty by association. But I don't know who these people are. Just want to state that for the record. I have no idea who the hell he's talking about. Okay.
But she 100% condones Luigi's actions, both in and out of
I have
Mushroom Kingdom.
I have no comment.
But both in and out of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Well, people don't usually do murderous acts when they are on mushrooms, though. They're
He
too
wasn't.
busy.
No. The world from Super Mario is called the Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh, it is. I've never played Super Mario. I know it's a video game, but
Mario.
okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'm
It's a Luigi.
out of my league, out of my field here. I don't know what the hell. Anyway.
It's a Luigi is the character
Luigi. Oh,
Luigi's.
okay.
It's a Luigi is Luigi the character's catchphrase from It's a Luigi time. It's Luigi time. Oh, because that's how you talk, right? Whenever you would select Luigi as a character to play in Super Mario, it would say it's a Luigi.
That makes me hungry for Italian food because there is a restaurant over in
Good.
St. Louis that's called Luigi's, and it is all home cooked and it's all made from scratch. It's one of these little. It's a neat little place because it's in a residential area, and
Do
it's
they make their own pasta?
yes, yes they do,
Oh,
and grandma's in the back. You know, little short Italian woman is back there making everything from scratch. Oh my god, the food is absolutely divine. It is
it's
almost a
me,
religious experience.
Luigi.
The food is so good. And it's just this little corner. It's on the corner and it's all residential and all throughout this area it's the Italian section of St. Louis, and it's actually on the outskirts. It's before you get into St. Louis, and it's like up on the cliffs, and all the streets are kind of like this, very hilly and so forth. And every corner has like either like a delicatessen or a specialty bread shop, a little small grocery store, or a restaurant. And it's just a really neat area, and all the houses are really cool, beautiful architecture. You know, 2 or 3 story red brick. It's a neat little place,
Ah,
and
yes.
it's called Luigi's. Yeah, it's neat. If you're in the St. Louis area, look up Luigi's. It's worth
I will do that.
just going there.
Get
Yes,
me some the best Italian dish ever after pizza,
after
and that
yeah,
is lasagna.
that's exactly what I got. And it was, I took a picture of it, and I'm not a foodie or anything, but this was such a masterpiece. I
Oh
did take
man,
a picture of my food.
the last time that went in, the last time I got lasagna out, the piece was like that big.
Mm.
I was like, "This is lasagna for a family of four. I need I need to get 2 pieces."
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's what I
Oh,
gotta have for dinner now. Oh my god, I gotta have lasagna for dinner now. That's one of my favorite. I love it.
I've got to make lasagna.
Yeah.
When I make it, I go and I get the extra deep turkey roasting pan, the square one,
Hmm.
the one that's like this deep,
Yeah.
and I make it.
I have a recipe from my best friend who's
I call it my 10-layer lasagna.
it's from her grandmother, her Sicilian grandmother. And you
Mhm.
make the ricotta from scratch, the ricotta cheese, and
Yep.
and you make
3 ingredients. I think it's 3 ingredients, right? Ricotta,
yeah,
salt.
cottage cheese, Philadelphia cream cheese, and an egg.
No, that's not ricotta. That's some sort of weird freaking hick ricotta.
No, that's ricotta.
Yeah,
Well, that's how they make it.
recipe for ricotta from scratch.
I think I have that right. It's an
That that
egg
that
at
that
room temperature.
that's
Everything has to be at room temperature when you mix it, and then you put it in the refrigerator, and you have to make it the day before,
yeah, no, that's some sort of like
and you have to make the sauce
backwoods.
the day before also.
That's some backwoods ricotta, man. Proper ricotta is made from cream. You need straight cream. Uh, put on a low simmer, like a really low simmer, so it's hot. Then you add salt and lemon juice, and it thickens.
Then what?
That's it.
That's not ricotta cheese.
Yeah,
No, it isn't.
the
Where's
heat
the cheese
curdles
come
it.
from? It that's just cream.
No, the heat curdles it and it thickens into a cheese.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Well, la di da. Anyway, this is Philadelphia cream cheese, cottage cheese, and an egg, all room temperature. Mix.
Yeah.
Refrigerate.
You see, I'm telling you how to actually make the cheese. You're taking pre-existing cheeses and mixing them together.
Yes, I am. And I'm sure at some point that recipe was changed because if it comes from Sicily and it's that old, they didn't have Philadelphia cream cheese back then. So,
Yeah, you know what they did in Sicily? They took cream and they put it on a light simmer and they added salt and like some sort of citrus acid, like a lime or something.
gotcha. Okay. Point duly noted.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Now we're gonna watch a video on how to make, because we've done this on this channel before, but instead of doing another writing sprint, we're gonna try and not get a copyright strike and watch a YouTube video of a woman making ricotta cheese from scratch.
okay.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta turn up the volume here.
Utilize other way, and this is kind of how they prefer. Great tip and trick I know to what makes the most delicious ricotta, I think, and it's really easy and really simple. What you need to know is that ricotta is actually a byproduct of making other cheeses. So that if you're making pecorino, for example, they would take the whey from the pecorino and they would make ricotta with it, right? So it's sort of it's a byproduct of other cheeses, and it's a great way to utilize other whey, and this is kind of how they prefer to do it. And I love this recipe. It's easy, it's simple, it puts store-bought ricotta to shame, and once you make it fresh, you'll make it all the time because it's fantastic for things like appetizers, or if you're wanting to do like really, really good quality stuffed shells, manicotti, anything like that, this is the way to go. And I'll show you my tips and tricks to making it what I think is great. Some people like to add cream to their ricotta. I don't find it necessary because it's going to be creamy and delicious in the end, and you'll see why. But it's going to start off with very simple. You need a half gallon of whole milk. I'm doing a half gallon today. Typically I would do a whole gallon, but for the most part I actually prefer to do a half gallon because that means I have about a cup and a half of ricotta fresh in the fridge that needs to be used up within a few days. And then it doesn't go to waste, and I can make another batch really quickly and really easily. I'm going to put this in a heavy-duty pot. I'm just using my Dutch oven, and this is going to come to temperature over medium heat. Don't put this on too high because it is going to scorch the bottom. I was looking for my thermometer. I know it was here a minute ago, and now it's missing, but I'll find it. I don't actually need a thermometer just because I can tell that as soon as the bubbles around the edges begin to form, at this point, just right before it gets there, I know it's ready. You're looking for the temperature to be 190 degrees. Take your
Do you want me to slow it down or put it on
whatever, and as your
fast?
milk is heating up, you need to constantly scrape the bottom of your pan so that your milk doesn't settle and burn at the bottom. Because if it does, you'll have brown spots running through your ricotta, and it's not pleasant. You have that brown skin running through it. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring this to a temperature. In the meantime, get your acid ready. The acid of choice is always going to be distilled white vinegar because it's consistently at the same it's like acidic at the same way, the same level. If I were to use lemons, some lemons are more acidic than others, so it may not work out perfectly in the end. But if you're using distilled white vinegar, it always works. So I'm going to bring this to temperature. Once it's there, I'll show you the next step. We are to temperature. I can actually feel the bubbles underneath my wooden spoon. I tested it with my thermometer. We are at 190. Turn the heat off. All you need to add to this is a pinch of salt. I like to do about 1 teaspoon of salt and your vinegar. So add your vinegar in, and then as soon as you add it in, you just kind of do like a figure 8 motion back and forth just a couple times, and you can start to see almost immediately those curds separating from that whey. You see that? You do that a couple times. And now you're gonna let this sit here for 10 minutes. I'm just gonna put my timer on while I talk to you about what you need next. Now, depending on how fancy you want to be, I have little baskets. So if I was making a full gallon, I would use one of my little baskets to drain my ricotta because then it just gives me that perfect form. But all you need is a sieve and some cheesecloth. And truth be told, if you have a sieve that's super fine, you don't even need a cheesecloth. And you know what else works if you don't want to use a cheesecloth? Coffee filters. It's just not going to give you the same texture if you're using it like fresh right away. But who cares? This is some cheesecloth. I just either wash it by hand or run it right through the washer without any soap or anything. But usually by hand is perfectly fine. Have this ready. Your sieve lined with a cheesecloth over a bowl, a pot, whatever. It's just important that the bottom of your sieve is not touching the liquid itself or the bottom of the pan because that's going to defeat the purpose. Because you want to make sure that you're draining that liquid out. So that's going to be in there for 10 minutes, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Look at this. Look at that. Look at those beautiful curds. Now, like I said, some people like to add heavy cream to theirs to make it a little bit creamier, but we're going to get that creamy consistency anyway, and I don't know anyone in my family that's ever added heavy cream, so I'm not trying to get unfamilied, okay? I've done enough things in the kitchen that make people's eyes roll, but I'm just going to keep this
citrus
pure and simple. Now, when it comes to
a pinch of salt,
draining this, you've got options. The world's full of options. You can go anywhere from 10 minutes to a couple of hours, depending on how dry you like your ricotta. And here's what I got to say about that. If you're going to serve your ricotta fresh, like for example, if you're going to put it on an antipasto platter, and you're just going to cut little chunks out of it,
and then when you
out of it,
squeeze
put it on a
the
piece of bread,
cheesecloth,
then you may just want to go ahead and let it drain, a good half hour or so. But I don't like it too dry, and you'll see what I'll do next is I'll make it make sure that the texture is really there. I like to go no more than 15 minutes. So that's my preferred method, and once I get this really creamy, the consistency stays really, really well in the fridge. So I'm going to go ahead and let this sit here for 15 minutes, and then I will show you the last step, which is technically optional, but I think
how much cheaper are
it's
those
15
ingredients?
minutes, and let's see how much we drained. Look at that. That's how much drained out.
The
texture is, this is texture of fresh ricotta, by the way.
Yeah.
It's sort of crumbly a bit. I'll show you. move things out of my way. This is the texture of fresh ricotta. If you go to Italy, you will get the fresh ricotta like this, okay, in like little baskets in the deli, and this is just what they look like, okay? That's the curd, and it is sublime. If I was gonna serve it, like I said, fresh, on a board, to eat as is, I would do it this way. But I want to show you how I take the texture and make it a little creamier to resemble the store-bought ricotta that we all know and love. I'm just gonna put it in a food processor. I also like to save some of the whey. I like to save about a half a cup or so because in a couple of days it can dry out as it sits in the fridge. And if I want to loosen it up a little bit, I just add a little bit of the whey to it, give it a stir, and it's there.
Not 2%.
You don't have to mix it long. We're not making yogurt or anything like that. You just want to just give it a little mix,
whole milk,
just to get that texture a little bit more. If it seems a little bit dry, come in here with a little bit of the whey, not much because we're not making yogurt. Okay, and just quick dip, boom. And this is ricotta. Look at this texture. Okay, calm down. Look at this. This is beautiful ricotta. Look at this. It's fresh. It's creamy. We did not have to add any heavy cream. It's perfect. The texture is just spot on now for the ricotta that you know and love in the grocery store. Look at this. Look at this. Look how beautiful. I just love it. See? Now it's more like ricotta. And if you wanted to serve this just like right now, drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, pinch of salt on fresh bread, it is heavenly. But I just want to show it to you because it's easy to make at home. Not really a labor of love. I think it's pretty easy. Doesn't require many ingredients or any fancy equipment, and it is so delicious. You will love it. So when you serve this, when you store this, store it covered in a container in your fridge and store some of the whey separately. And then just to loosen it up a little bit, add a touch here. I'm going to show you how to make something that is known in every Italian household, and you're going to love it. I'm going to show you everything, and it's really easy and really simple. What you need to know is that ricotta is actually a byproduct of making other cheeses. So they would make pecorino, for example, they would take the whey from the pecorino, and they would make ricotta with it, right? So it's sort of a byproduct of other life, other whey, and this is
right. Okay.
No, it's just milk. Milk. Yeah. It's just milk.
Milk. Okay.
It's just a half quart jug of milk, salt, and she used white vinegar because it's more consistent. But if you've got half a lemon, I'm pretty sure, Raven, you've got a lemon in your fridge.
Actually, I don't. Why would you say that? Why did you think I would?
Because you're a heavy drinker.
Now I've got maraschino cherries, but I do not have a lemon.
Okay, but yeah,
you saw that,
and you know, do a little research. But yeah, a pinch of salt. She said half a teaspoon. You can just eyeball it. I think she had a cup or a quarter cup or whatever. You just watch the video again. Do a YouTube search. That was the first one that popped up for me. Cool. And just a little bit of time and heat, and just make sure you're mixing it so it doesn't burn.
Comes out looking like I'll be darned.
And it comes out like that, and then if you want it smoother, blend it with just a little bit of the whey. That's the liquid that was left in the pot, and then like she was saying, keep the whey because that shit hardens up and is good to make more stuff out of. What you can do research.
So little Miss Muffet that sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey was probably eating that, right?
Curds is I've shown you curds before. We eat them here.
Kind of looks like that, right?
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, but so
she
hardens.
Was just eating some ricotta cheese in a bowl.
Well, she was eating cheese, not necessarily ricotta. And the whey is just the byproduct liquid.
It's just the liquid that's left over after you pull the chunks.
Yeah, and if you're making soft cheeses, like so here we actually sell whey in tubs, sometimes with our curds in tubs, sometimes with the whey still in it, because the curd is. You
can buy that in a store? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And keeping it in the whey preserves it longer. It's messier if you drop it though.
Oh.
So sometimes they'll bag it
instead of truly been an educational.
Yeah.
For me? Wow.
You ever hear anybody talking about squeaky cheese? That's what they mean is whey.
Oh.
Or not whey, curds. Sorry, I keep doing that.
Well, okay, so how do they make cottage cheese? Very similar? Because it looks like a lot like cottage cheese when she pulls it out.
I'm pretty sure it's probably similar. Cheese is like... cheese can get very complex in manufacturing, especially the harder cheeses, but like obviously you just saw a loose cheese made there.
Right. And cottage cheese is a fortune, and I love that for lunch with stuff. Tomatoes, one of my favorite. Just slice up a fresh tomato and cottage cheese, and it makes a great lunch. I'm like, hey, maybe you could save some money.
Okay. Well, obviously you now know how to make ricotta, and you know how much a tub of ricotta costs. That the tub of ricotta. I remember last time I saw that it was like $8 or $9 for a tub of ricotta. And I'm pretty sure the amount that woman got out of that was roughly the amount of a tub of ricotta.
Yeah,
so how much is a thing of milk?
Yeah, well, it's $2 or $3, I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I bought milk, but it'd be about $9 to buy a block of Philadelphia cream cheese and a thing of cottage cheese, which the large curd cottage cheese, is about $4 or $5. So it might be a little bit more.
A gallon of milk. Oh, that was a half gallon, I think she said.
It's a half gallon. So, gallon of
so
probably
that $3 or $4.
Yeah, $3 or $4. Yeah, and a lime, 50 cents.
Well, if you do her exact recipe, $3 or $4 for the milk, maybe $3 or $4 for a thing of vinegar. Get actual vinegar. Make sure it's real vinegar, because not all vinegar is actual vinegar. Some of it's
and you don't use very much of it. So I mean, that's you can use.
And it stays in the shelf forever. Yeah. Stuff doesn't go bad. And then some salt. I hope you have salt around. Right. That's probably less than just your block of Philadelphia cream cheese.
True that. Yeah. All right. Well, cool.
But I'm going to open up. I have not watched this video yet. So
okay.
Let's see what this woman says. We will bump the speed up to 80 again.
Okay. Today I want to share with you how to make cottage cheese the easy way. Hi, sweet friends. I'm Mary, and welcome to Mary's Nest, where I teach traditional cooking skills for making nutrient-dense foods, including bone broth, ferment, sourdough, and more. So if you enjoy learning about those things, consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to click on the little notification bell below. That'll let you know every time I upload a new video. So I call this cottage cheese the easy way because we're going to make this without the need for rennet. And rennet is something that's used in the commercial cheese industry to make cheese, but it's often not something that we as home cooks have on hand. Now, you can certainly buy rennet. You may have to order it or find it at a specialty grocery store, and you can use that to make cheese at home. But for the most part, it's nice to be able to make cheese without having to worry about having that on hand. So today we're going to make cottage cheese using just milk and vinegar. Now, as I said, this is the easy cottage cheese. Is it exactly like the cottage cheese that you buy at the grocery store that may be made with rennet? No. But it's going to be very similar, and as I said, it's very easy to make. And cottage cheese, like a number of other cheeses, are what I think of as on sort of a continuum of cheeses that are made on the stovetop in a pot or a saucepan. And as a matter of fact, you may even have heard of old-fashioned pot cheese. And that's sort of on this continuum of cheese making at home, so to speak, where you have cottage cheese, you have pot cheese, ricotta cheese, this in the saucepan. And I'll make a video about how to make ricotta in that way another time. But I just wanted to give you that little sort of overall picture that these are all similar cheeses, easy made cheeses, like the cottage cheese, the ricotta, the pot cheese, the farmer's cheese. And the only real difference is exactly what temperature you're going to warm the milk to, whether or not you're going to add cream, whether or not you're going to add salt, how long you're going to heat it for, what temperature, so on and so forth. So they're all slight variations, and they produce a slightly different product. But basically, they're all easy cheeses that are made right on your stovetop. And the nice thing about all of these stovetop cheeses is they're all made without the need for rennet. Okay, the class lecture is over. Let's make the cottage cheese. So basically, to start, all you need are 2 ingredients. You're going to want 1 gallon of milk and 3/4 of a cup of white distilled vinegar. Now, you can also keep some salt and some cream on hand, but we'll talk about that because that comes after we've made the cottage cheese. And you can use raw milk or you can use pasteurized milk. And another nice thing about making homemade cottage cheese is that you can use skim milk, also known as non-fat milk. You can use 2% milk, or you can use whole milk. So you can make this any way you want. And the nice thing, as I said, about making this homemade and being able to choose what type of milk you want, if you're following diet plans like the Trim Healthy Mama program, and you need much tastier and much nicer than the product that you can get at the grocery store, that's this milk, I think, for most of you to find. But as I said, you can also make this with raw milk, which I have access to, but I know a lot of you have told me that you don't have access to that. So just go ahead and have a nice big heavy saucepan. This is an enamel cast iron pan, a heavy stainless steel, heavy bottom stainless steel pan will work well as well. So this is, as I said, cast iron stainless or a heavy bottom stainless steel. Pour all of your milk in. Now the next thing we want to do is heat this milk gently, because milk you have to be careful with when you're warming because it can burn, especially on the bottom. So we just want to put this at about a medium heat, and we want to keep our eye on it, and we only want to heat this up to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Now if you have a food grade thermometer and you can monitor this to bring it up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, that's great. But if you don't worry. Basically what you want to do is keep an eye on it, and with clean hands, test it periodically, with one of your fingers to see if it's becoming warm, like a nice warm bath. And chances are that's going to be the right temperature. And as you're bringing this up to a nice warm temperature, just periodically give it a little stir just to make sure nothing's sticking to the bottom, and check it, as I said, periodically. You don't want to get it too hot, just a nice warm bath temperature. Well, my milk has come up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm just going to, with clean hands, I'm going to show you, just put your finger in, it feels very warm. Now, my hands are very seasoned from years of cooking, so it might feel quite warm to you. I kind of describe it as a warm bath. Some people might say a hot bath, but the bottom line is it's going to take about 20 to 25 minutes to warm a gallon of milk on medium up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. If you stick your finger in it and it feels very warm, then you know you've reached the right temperature. Once we get to that 120 degrees, we're going to remove this from the heat. Then we're going to take our 3/4 of a cup of white distilled vinegar, and this is just the typical 5% acidity level vinegar that you'd find at the grocery store, and we're going to add this gently into our milk. Now, if you don't want to use vinegar, you can use lemon juice. However, the lemon juice gives more of a distinct lemon flavor instead of more of a plain flavor that the vinegar imparts. And you're going to start to already see it begin to congeal. Now, you just want to give it a little, very gentle mix around. And I'll take a picture from overhead so you can see how this looks. But you just want to stir it for about a minute or two, and you want to do it very gently, and you're going to start to see it begin to curdle. Now, all we're going to do is cover this pot, and we're going to let this sit here for 30 minutes. While this is resting, I just want to say one thing about getting your milk to the right temperature. I don't want you to worry about that. There's a lot of flexibility when making these homemade stovetop cheeses. So if it's a little under 120 or a little over 120, it's really not going to make a significant difference. And even on that continuum of cheeses that I talked about earlier, the worst case scenario is that if it's a little under 120, you'll get a slightly different texture, or if it's over 120 by any significant amount, maybe you went up to 180 or even 200 degrees, you'll get a little bit more of something that resembles a ricotta. So I don't want you to worry about that. It's going to turn out fine. And in the case of making cottage cheese, if you can put your finger into the milk and it feels warm or hot to you, you're fine. Well, it's been 30 minutes, so we'll check on this. Oh, it looks wonderful. I'll take a picture and I'll overlay it so you can see exactly what this looks like. The next thing you want to do is get a bowl and a colander or a mesh strainer. Either one will work. And what we're going to do is take some cheesecloth or a flour sack towel. If you've been with me a while and you've seen all my bone broth videos, you know I love using these flour sack towels. But you can use cheesecloth too, or any very thin cloth. And we're going to line our colander, or if you use a mesh strainer, that's fine too. And then what we're going to do is transfer all of this curds and whey through this lined colander. And you just want to be a little careful when you're doing this because it is still warm. Well, I'm letting this drain into my bowl, and as you'll see, I had to transfer the whey into this measuring cup, but there's still more that's dripping off. So I'm going to leave this for another 5 minutes and continue to let that whey drain off. But as this is draining, I'm going to take a picture and overlay it so that you can see exactly what the curds are starting to look like as all this whey is draining off. Now, I just want to talk about this whey for a minute. This is what's known as acid whey. There's two types of whey. There's acid whey, and then there's sweet whey. Acid whey is what we get when we drain yogurt, or we drain kefir, or we make a soft cheese, like the type of cheese, the cheese we made today, cottage cheese, or any of the other stovetop cheeses. Stovetop cheeses that are known as soft cheeses. Sweet whey, on the other hand, is the byproduct of making hard cheeses, or cheeses that are made where rennet is used. Sweet whey is very high in protein, and you may have seen it sold in stores when it's dehydrated and sold under the name of whey protein powder. Acid whey, on the other hand, is a lot lower in protein, but don't throw it out. It's very rich in vitamins and minerals, and it can be used in place of pretty much any recipe where water is called for. So if you're baking and it calls for water, you can use whey. You can use whey when you want to make grains. You can use whey when you're making rice. You can even use whey when you're making bone broth as your acid to help extract the collagen out of the bones and make a gelatinous bone broth. Now, acid whey is the type of whey that's used when you make ferments, but I prefer not to use the whey, the other meaning kefir-culated. Yes, its grease is, so to speak, all drained from yogurt or kefir if I'm going to use it in a ferment. And one other thing I want to mention about add some more similar. How beautiful. Well, I let this drain for another 5 minutes. I got some more whey, and I'm going to overlay a picture so that you can see how beautiful this cottage cheese has turned out. Beautiful, large, lovely curds, and it's just looking glorious. Now, at this point, you have a couple of options. Some people like to put this up into a tight bowl and then rinse it under cold water for about 3 to 5 minutes. I've never really found that step necessary. The reason for putting this up into a tight bowl and squeezing it to get out as much of the whey as you can, and then rinsing it real well in that tight bowl, I'll show you what I mean by just pulling all of this up, is then to rinse out any vinegar taste. But I generally find with just using 3/4 of a cup of the vinegar, or even a full cup of the vinegar, that my cottage cheese really doesn't have a vinegary flavor. But if you want to take that step, you would just pull this into a bowl in your cheesecloth or your flour sack towel, give it a good squeeze to get some of that whey to keep draining off, and then put it under your tap and just turn on your cold water on your sink and rinse and rinse and rinse for about 3 to 5 minutes while you're squeezing, getting the water out and more of the whey. But what I find, and I'll take an up-close picture of this and I'll overlay it so that you can see it on the plate. But this is a lovely texture, and we'll give it a taste, but I know from experience, it has a lovely flavor, and not one that I find vinegary. So I alternate or anything, you rinse it very squeeze, and then if you add in a little cream, the vinegar, the taste is really quite lovely. So let's give this batch a taste. And I find that it really doesn't need salt. It's really going to be just a matter of personal taste as to how close you want to get it to resemble what you might buy at the grocery store. But I highly recommend giving it a taste like this before you make any additions, because I think you're going to be very pleased. Now, whether you leave your cottage cheese just like this, as is, or you bundle it up and rinse it under tap water, either way, this is going to stay fresh in your refrigerator for about 5 to 7 days. And your whey has a wonderful shelf life. This is going to stay fresh in your refrigerator for about 6 months. And if you freeze it, even longer, at least a year. So if you'd like to learn more about homemade dairy products,
oh my gosh. Okay. I'm trying to find my glasses. I think the cat. Yeah, and the cat knocked them down on the floor. All right, here. Hang on a second.
But
Grab this thing here. All right, so we got dinner milk. All right, I'm gonna grab the cottage cheese out of the refrigerator right over.
yeah, and salt
And salt. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna see
and salt.
this list of it.
Salt if you're optional for the cottage cheese. Yeah, Raven's gone to go get the tub out of her fridge that she spent $30 for, and is about to be $45.95 after a month or two from now. I'm exaggerating, obviously. Well, the prices is going to be in a couple of months. You don't want to know.
Okay, here it comes. Right, yeah.
But
There we
yeah.
go. All right, so let's just see what kind of crapola they're putting in this from the grocery.
To keep it stay in the fridge for longer than a week. Now, you understand? The two recipes that we just watched are used now or in the next day or two.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Ingredients: cultured, pasteurized, grade A, non-fat milk, cream,
Yes.
whey,
Great.
contains less than 2% of salt. Oh my God, what the hell is that? Guar gum, Guar gum. What the hell is that?
Gorgon.
Citric acid.
Fuck, it's the filler agent. If
Oh,
I
here's a
remember
good one.
correctly. Citric acid is just
Xanthan
like
gum. X.
I think that's another filler.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, gross.
or a solidifier.
Locust bean gum. What?
Yeah.
I'm scared. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Locust bean gum, vitamin A, palmitate, and
Okay.
that's frightening. What the hell is this locust bean gum?
Yeah, it probably just sounds weird. It's probably like a bean that is pulverized into a paste and then added as a filler.
Processed in a facility that also handles soy ingredients.
Yeah, that just means something else in that plant uses soy. It's not a
Well,
big deal.
Soy is genetically modified.
No, it is.
Yes, it is highly genetically modified.
Ugh.
Yeah, it is. I'm not kidding.
Don't worry about it, Raven. That's just there in case there's cross contamination, so you can't sue. But yeah, no. A lot of that stuff is filler and preservatives.
This was almost $5.
$5 for that, and you saw the amount that woman got for the one carton of milk
Yeah.
and a little bit of vinegar. I don't know how much that jug of milk would cost there for you.
Probably a gallon of milk. I don't know. Probably $4.
$4 or $5. How much was that?
I don't know. This right here was like almost $5.
Okay.
Um,
And guarantee it's nowhere near as healthy or
no,
as
and then have this weird shit in it. I want to look this up. Locust bean gum? That sounds
Yeah.
absolutely disgusting.
yeah,
Ew.
it probably looks bad too.
I don't even think I
But
can eat
yeah, for a
this.
few minutes of work, for a half hour,
Yeah, no
of
kidding.
it sit, like most of it was it just sitting there, right, in the pot.
Yeah. And while that thing's
Eh.
doing it, cooking, whatever, you can go do something else, wash dishes or do whatever.
Yeah, well, it's after you take it off the heat. Yeah, clean up after yourself, and then
What is this?
you just put it in a tub. And if you know you're going to use it in the next week, like she said, it lasts 5 to 6 days or whatever. And obviously, you can do a smaller batch. You don't have to do a full jug of milk.
Right.
Right.
Okay, this is some kind of weird. Okay, it is literally
that's
bean.
what it
Locust bean gum, LBG, is a natural thickener, stabilizer, and emulsifier from the carob tree's seeds, used in many foods like ice cream, yogurt, sauces, and baked goods to improve texture, prevent ice crystals, and increase shelf life. It's a plant-based, gluten-free ingredient that is generally recognized as a safe by the FDA and is popular in clean label and vegan products for its ability to bind water, create smooth, sticky products. Okay, that's an ugly
Yeah,
looking little thing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It like emulsifiers.
Jar
It's
shares.
used. It's used so they
Oh,
don't have
yeah,
to cook
sure.
it as much. Um,
Okay.
like,
Oh, that's
and it
interesting.
lasts
Okay, hold on.
longer on the shelf. But yeah,
Here we go.
I don't know. We need to wrap
Here,
up.
I'll show you what. Okay, here we go. Now, okay, here we go. Let me show everyone the locust bean here. There. You see
Yeah.
that?
Okay. We'll
Mm-hmm.
we'll do that, and then we will.
Right. Did you see it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just a bean.
I
It's
want
a
to look at what guar gum is. Okay, here. Stop sharing. Here we go. I need to look
yeah.
at this. GUAR. Okay.
Raven smashing her keyboard.
Okay, let's see how disgusting this is. What is this? Guar gum is a natural gluten-free high thickener and stabilizer extracted from the seeds of the guar plant. I've never heard of
Yeah.
a guar plant. Have you?
Yes, I have.
Well, you have.
I've heard of gorgum
You
before.
often read food labels. I've just now started to read food labels, and I think I'll stop. I think I'll stop, or I'll never eat it again. Good
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, no. I recommend.
Okay, here we go.
I recommend investing in a pasta maker.
Yeah.
Raven has added. See.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another bean. It's
Mhm.
it's just bean curd. Like all of these things are bean curd.
Mm-hmm. Gross.
Yeah.
Should I even dare?
But yeah. I took it down. The 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 lasagna. Yeah.
Oh
Right.
yes.
Yeah. If you're gonna make a lasagna, like the three ingredients you want to source yourself is the pasta. Getting a pasta maker, you can buy one off of Amazon pretty cheap. It's just a roller. Um, and making the ricotta yourself. A couple of gallons of milk, some vinegar, some salt. Do it the night before, and then the tomato sauce. Make the tomato sauce yourself. You know, go
Yeah, I know how to do that.
plant some freaking tomato vines. Not all the same. You need 2-3 different tomato vines.
Okay,
if you're smart.
this xanthan, I guess, or I don't know, xanthan gum. Now this is a little bit worse. Now this is probably the worst one. Yeah. Okay, because this is a food additive, and it even is recognized by the FDA to cause those with allergies to corn to have problems, and it also causes gas and bloating.
Mhm.
It's some kind of chemical made in the lab. It looks like it's not derivative of anything natural. Probably causes cancer, like everything else.
Technically, they're
All
all
right.
derivatives of. Technically, they're all chemicals made in the lab, Raven. Those bean
I mean,
juices
something
are
natural
chemicals made in the lab.
from-
But
I
yeah,
gotta stop
I'm gonna.
eating anything ever again.
We're a
I'll
few
just
minutes
drink.
over. We're a few minutes over. I'm gonna end the show now.
Okay.
We'll see you on Monday. Hopefully,
Yes,
we'll
see
get
you on
more running done Monday than we did today.
Have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy the great outdoors. Happy spring, everyone.
Yes. Party on and go to Taco Bell. Don't go to Taco Bell. I don't fucking care.
Make some cottage cheese.